There is no reason to shoot a young person. He's not armed, Pastor. I've seen them fall. Walikuja wakapiga kijana alikuwa anauza mask. Pa! Listen to the voice of God. I will only tell you where. Nitakwambia where. Ningekuwa wewe ningekimbia church. Ama nitafute mahali kuna Mungu venye najua kutafuta Mungu. Because the chastening, ile press ups, Mungu anapiga kwa sababu ya huyu mama. This is the message of the Lord God of hosts. There's going to be a new Kenya. It is his program, not mine, not yours. There's nothing you can do about it. There's going to be an end to suffering, corruption, poverty. You are the leaders of tomorrow. Shut up! Don't tell us that nonsense. Which tomorrow? You told us that yesterday. God is going to give us this country. The messages has been the same. Tell them that you are the leader of tomorrow.
So mimi kwa ndugu zangu wa Tanzania, wasanii ndugu zangu, mabeste wangu, wengine na ndugu wa kutoka nitoke. Simama tu. Unajua rais Obama sio rais. George Bush sio rais. Kibaki sio rais. Uhuru sio rais. Moi sio rais na Kenyatta sio rais. Hata Joe Biden si rais. Lakini Beyonce bado ni msanii. Diamond atakuwa Diamond. Jakaya Kikwete alienda, hayupo tena. Magufuli Mungu alichukua baba yetu, hayuko na sisi. Ali Hassan Mwinyi, babake Mwinyi huyo mdogo, hayupo. Lakini Diamond yupo kuanzia 2006.
Bado yupo.
Mama ataenda.
Bado ni msanii tu.
Mama atamaliza term yake 5 years.
Atumia akili kichwani.
Jay-Z yuko, Obama alitoka. Wewe Samia atatoka, tubaki na wewe, sema bro. Mwingine aingie. Stand with the people. That office is 10 years.
Na ukiangalia wasanii si ati ni kama wataka kuwa support wa wananchi, lakini kuna vile wengi pia wanaogopa serikali. Ukiangalia kama Chidi Benz alisema hataki anaogopa kuongelea vibaya kuhusu serikali.
Usiogopa kwa maisha. Usiogopa bro. Unaishi careful. Unaona ukidrive, unaangalia green light, unapita, unakula healthy, unaenda gym, au unywi pombe, au uendi kwa ma event, alafu nini inakuangukia. Ukitembea tu bro umekuwa block, mtu alikuwa anajenga huko. You cannot live your life through fear. Open your mouth when there's injustice, speak about it, speak for people, because kuna reason Mungu amekupa.
By 2035, the continent will have the youngest and the largest workforce in the world, and that's the future. It's not a challenge, it's a massive opportunity. You just think about this, a massive talent pool for virtually every single industry, which is facing a labor shortage. But that takes an investment in education, in skills, in knowledge transfer, but it also means getting behind young people. Just like the examples you heard earlier today on the other panels, getting behind young women and their ideas. That's where the action is. And when we look at the programs that we are engaged in, part of, we are already seeing results. And I think the biggest challenge facing the continent is that so many people, unfortunately, have an outdated picture of the African continent. And it's time to change.
All right, welcome back, people. You know, there is time we have to speak the truth. There is time that you have just to speak your truth, because even if you don't speak, then there is no any change. But if you speak, maybe something positive can happen. Because for so long, you know, the Africans the Africans were silenced for so long, mostly for the youngs. The young people have been used to be silenced, whereby you find that even if there is anything that is affecting the country, the young people have no space to come and express their own feelings or their own ways of how things are happening. But today, I try to, you know, Erick Omondi is a big man today in the country of Kenya, because he This is one of the young leader who started with a comedy, but he is today influencing many youths. He is using as a mirror to the community, to the young people of Africa and Kenyan in large, that we can do it if we decide that we want to do it. We can do it if we have to stand up and say that we are not going to support all these evils. Today, let me tell you something. Just like Erick Omondi has said, and all this is based on the issues of Tanzania and the government and everything that is being done in that country. Let me tell you something today. Just like Erick Omondi has said, we have many leaders who are there during that time, but this time it remained as a history that we had this as a president, we had this as a prime minister, we had this as a vice president, we had this as president. That's true. So Barack Obama was the president, the very powerful president. But where is he today? Today he's nowhere to be found, but he's just existing as a former president, whereby he has no impact or effect to the community or to the world. Today we are having Uhuru Kenyatta, we are having the names like Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, like Julius Kambarage Nyerere, Nelson Mandela. These were the leaders of the world, of their very countries, who presented their country maybe very well, or some of them tried. But at this time, they cannot come out and bring an effect to the community or to the world, because their time passed, and the constitution does not allow them to come again and associate with the political issues. But when you are an influencer to the community, mostly when you are an artist, you will remain there until the death takes you. Today, Diamond Platnumz of Tanzania is more powerful than president, because this man will be there forever. The name of Diamond Platnumz will be influenced in the country of Tanzania and across the world, across Africa forever, unless he himself decides to get out of the industry. Then this means that even Diamond Platnumz has the right to come out and influence his people, show good directions to the people, come out and question the government where government is going wrong. He comes out and correct the mess that are being made by president. Because, let me tell you something. An influencer is someone who is inspiring many people than the president. Today, Diamond Platnumz is being followed by many millions of people across the world, across Africa, and across Tanzania, whereby Samia, their president, cannot do that. Today, the people who are following the name of Calligraph Jones of Kenya are more than those who are following their president, Dr. William Ruto. Today, the people who are following more influencers in the country of Uganda are more powerful than the president of that country. So, if the government is doing something wrong, then the artists themselves are coming to support the government, because government is paying them something small, something little, to come and praise them. And they know well that this government is not doing good. They know well that this government is messing up with our people. So why don't you just come out and stand with your people? Just speak out your views. Because let me tell you something. That's why we always say that we have a difference, a very big difference from in the country of Tanzania and the country of Kenya. Because at this time, today, when something happens in the country of Kenya, this is an example. We had protests. The youth or Gen Z's organized protests in Kenya. We saw all that happened. The people came out on the street. They demonstrated. They did a lot of things which brought an effect and impact positively in the government, whereby maybe some people felt like this is something, or this is a change that has been experienced. So during that protest period, we saw our Kenyan artists being on the street. People like Calligraph Jones, people like Otile Brown, people like and many others. They were on the street demonstrating with their people, and they were the people in the front line criticizing the government not to oppress or dispraise their people. But when you go to the country of Tanzania, every artist is coming out to praise the Mama Suluhu and her entire government. No matter what they are doing, the people are complaining, the citizens are crying out, the people are being killed, they're being jailed. The artists are coming out to defend this government, whereby they clearly and truly know that this government is messing up with their people. So people, or the youth of Africa, let's wake up. I always say, and not just me, but many young people who are coming on YouTube or on internet to speak about this geopolitics, they are always talking about this. And this is the truth, that coming 2063, the world will be, or the Africa, the highest population in Africa will be
It's always their fault. They, the politicians, they, the colonialists, they, the multilaterals, they, the institutions, but never us. Never our lack of real engagement. Never our half measures. Never our tendency to run away and blame. Never our lack of courage to do the thing we know we should be doing. Building towards what is rightfully ours. Nkosana Moyo, arguably Africa's foremost thought leader, makes the point that invention, imagination, and innovation belong to the young. And yet even the youngest amongst us, like my nephew, is paralyzed by a sense of powerlessness in the face of old power and old systems. We lack courage. We run away, we complain, we intellectualize, we even toy. Our anger makes us reactionary. We seldom actually make the decision to strategically build towards what we believe we deserve. Different to these heroes who understood that youth was perhaps their greatest asset, we guard our youth selfishly so as not to experience any inconvenience or danger. Steve Bantu Biko, at only 26, started the Black People's Convention to promote the ideas of Black consciousness, which remain central to Black identity to this day, putting his life on the line. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, at only 34, gave the speech that called out Liberia's corporations and their non-patriotic approach to business and development, putting her career on the line. Martin Luther King, at only 26, became president of the Montgomery Improvement Association and organized a 13-month bus boycott, not just a toy, that would see to the end of segregation on buses in Montgomery, later losing his life for his convictions. Aliko Dangote, at only 20 years old, started the entrepreneurial journey that would make him Africa's richest man, but also the 67th richest person in the world. These men and women displayed courage in daring to not only imagine, but to act on their convictions of what was right for the time in which they lived.